And wildfires are still burning out of control on the Greek island of Rhodes. More rescue flights have been laid on to bring home thousands of Britons who had to flee from the fires. Two other Greek islands, Corfu and Evia, have also ordered evacuations. Officials in Corfu say they suspect arson, but now have the fires under control. The fires in Rhodes are thought to have affected 10 to 20% of the island. From Lindos, here's our correspondent, Jenny Hill.
It seems like a miracle no one was hurt. Fire swept through this resort. Not much left behind. Those were once water skis. So much of this island still looks, well, idyllic. And then you take a few steps and you come across a scene, well, like this. It's still smouldering. That, of course, was someone's livelihood completely destroyed. This is where there were sunbeds just a few days ago. It wasn't just tourists who scrambled to safety.
I was crying. It was making me feel terrible.
Adisa and her family, who all work in the hotels here, had to get out too. When we met them, they'd only just learned their house had survived the fire.
For the tourists, it was a really terrified and bad experience. But for us, I think it's worse because we live here, everything is burned.
Not everything. This hotel, one of the most luxurious in Lindos, escaped damage. But the guests are gone and much of the surrounding countryside is destroyed.
If you have seen the scenery around, it's like a biblical catastrophe. The hotel is a hotel, you will rebuild it, you will repaint it, but the nature outside is the most important thing that we need to check what we're going to do, because all this is a result of the environmental crisis that we are facing.
And all day, despite every effort, the fires have raged on. Strong winds fanning the flames. It's far too soon to properly assess the damage done here. But on the nearby beach, a business owner had come to take a look.
We lost the business. We have a good health, and we are hope to fix it again.
It's a sign of just how quickly things change. The wind's very strong now, and we've been told we need to get out because the fire may be coming towards us. It seems unstoppable. Firefighters now battling to save more villages from the flames. All those who fled can do is watch and hope.
The UK government still isn't advising against travel to Greece. It is saying if you're planning to travel to areas which are affected by wildfires, you should check with your travel operator or hotel before you set off. This is still a very fast-moving situation, Sophie.
Katie, thank you. So how long will this heatwave in southern Europe last? Are there any signs of the temperatures easing soon? Here's Sarah Keith-Lucas.
I think we've seen the peak of the heat wave today. It's been the hottest day of the year so far in Europe, with temperatures of 48 in Sardinia. But let's look at the next few days. So this is the temperature anomaly, how temperatures vary from what we'd expect this time of year. The blue colours showing cooler than average areas, such as the UK. The orange and reds showing hotter than average. Now, we've had the heat today across southern Italy, Sardinia, Sicily too. But as we fast forward for the next few days, just watch the orange and red colours slipping their way eastwards. So the heat, by the time we get to Wednesday, still sitting across Greece, could again be the high 40s. By the time we get to Thursday, though, the blue colours, the colder air spills right through central parts of the continent. So yes, some respite on the way later on in the week after another few hot days. But according to the World Meteorological Organization, temperatures in Europe are warming at a faster rate than any continent in the world. In fact, we've already seen a temperature rise of 2.3 Celsius compared to pre-industrial times. That's about twice as fast as the global average. So yes, climate change certainly playing a role, but also high temperatures in the sea as well. Temperatures, in fact, 5 degrees above average across parts of the Mediterranean. And those warmer seas just add extra fuel to those higher air temperatures.
Well, summer wildfires on mainland Greece and their islands are not unusual, of course, but the impact of these have been anything but ordinary. And Alex is here to talk a little bit more about that. Alex, what has made these wildfires so very dangerous?
Well, Mary, we know that there have been a number of these heat domes in place across the globe this month. And the one across the Mediterranean has been very prolonged. And whilst the heat wave has eased in the west, it's going to take a bit longer in the east, where it's been a major influence on the spread of the wildfires, which started in Rhodes on Saturday. Another major factor has been the wind, which has been moderate and at times gusting up to 35 miles per hour, which would have caused fires to spread rapidly out of control over the weekend. And the intensity has meant the fires have even been visible from space. Here's a satellite pic from Sunday, just yesterday, and Rhodes, as you can see here, the smoke is being blown southwards by the prevailing northwesterly winds, which, as I say, have been quite prevalent at times. Now, in the immediate future, the heat is going to persist. Even today, it was 48 degrees Celsius in Sicily. And as we head through the course of this week, temperatures are going to go down somewhere to around normal for this time of year, as a weather front is set to move in towards the end of this week, which hopefully could bring some outbreaks of rain.